today we're talking about the 11 ways that dentists self-sabotage growth. And I've started every show with the same story, and I'll start it again. I had a practice recently who hit record new patient numbers, record production, and record collections. It was about the second month working with us, and they were happy, they were excited, and they sent us an email, and they said, I want to change this, I want to change this, I want to change this. It was like 5 or 6 things. And if we would have let them change those things, if I would have said, sure, whatever, if, the client's always right, and we changed those things, their campaign would have failed. And they would have had bad results. They would have blamed it on marketing, and then they would have went to another marketing company and continued the trend for years and years and years and years. No. We're not going to allow that. We're not going to change those things if you want to get results. Now, if you don't want to get results, we'll change those for you. But we'll need that in writing. So if you are out there and you're a dentist and you've struggled growing, it could be that you're self-sabotaging. Now, I think dentists are super smart, way smarter than me. However, I don't think that they understand sometimes that they're hurting themselves because they like the details, right? Dentists, the devil's in the details, and dentists love the details, and things get really, really messy when you dig too deep and start playing with things that shouldn't really be changed, especially when they're working.
Sorry for interrupting the show, but I got something special for you. So we only got 27 more seats at our in-person event. We're going to be helping you grow in 2026. We're going to be putting together a growth map for you, helping you with attracting the right kind of team members, attracting the right kind of patients, and getting your systems in place for next year so you can actually grow. Now, this event is normally $499, but I have a discount code down below for $199. Make sure you sign up right away. There's only a few seats left. We look forward to seeing you soon. Now back to the show.
So I went through with the team and I started jotting down the 11 things that dentists do to self-sabotage that they don't realize that they're doing. And it hurts their growth. They're self-sabotaging their growth. And so today we're on number 7. And these are offices that are only getting 5 to 10 patient referrals a month. And it's mainly because of 2 things. Okay, so let's first talk about patient referrals. Patient referrals are amazing because they're the best kinds of patients. The worst kind of patients are marketing patients. The best kind of patients are patient referrals. You say, well, why do you say that? A patient referral, someone else has already done the selling. Okay, so if I go and tell my wife to come to your practice and you don't answer the phone, she's going to call back. If you don't know how to answer her questions on the phone, she's still going to schedule. When you come in, you're maybe rushed or maybe you present a little bit too much treatment for her first visit, she's still probably going to do it all. And then even if everything doesn't go perfectly smooth, she's probably still going to come back. Why? Because I told her how amazing you guys are. I did the heavy lifting. I did the selling. Okay? So patient referrals come into your practice this way. Now, how does your marketing patients come in? They do 5 minutes of Google research, maybe 5 minutes, maybe less. And then they call your office, and if you don't answer, they call the next office. If you don't know how to answer their questions, they hang up. If you schedule them too far out, they no-show. If you present too much treatment, they tell you they got to think about it, and then they never come back, okay? So there's infinite amount of ways to lose a marketing new patient that you don't lose with a patient referral, okay? So that's number 1. I would say patient referrals are worth about 2 to 2.5 marketing new patients, roughly, okay? Now, side note, the secret to growth is learning how to turn marketing patients into patient referrals. That's actually the secret to growth. Most people don't understand this. Most offices never get there, and they never get the velocity to really grow. But that's the secret, okay? So what does it tell us about a practice when they don't have patient referrals? What it tells me, so if someone comes to me and says, hey, I've been open for 10 years, I get 10 patient referrals a month, and that's all, and I have been marketing, haven't been marketing, whatever, and I want to grow. I want 50 new patients tomorrow. What that tells me is you haven't figured out your patient journey yet. Your patient journey is super important. How it feels when a patient hits your front door all the way through is really, really important. And if you're only getting 5 to 10 patient referrals a month and you've been open for some time, that is a red flag that you have to change something operationally. Now, it may be a key player that is rude to patients. It may be multiple team members that are rude to patients. It might be you, the doctor, who's rude to patients. Or it just might be just operationally you're sloppy. You're super nice to everybody, but everything's just sloppy and rough, and it's just hard to get in. And there's a lot of friction to get into your office. You make it really difficult. You make it really hard. You make it really confusing. Okay. So if any of those things are true, then you're not going to get a lot of patient referrals into your office, and marketing is going to be really hard for you. So one of those two things are true, and I don't know which one it is, but you do know deep down inside, you know what it is. And or you don't ask for patient referrals. So to get patient referrals, they're kind of like Google reviews. You got to ask for them. Now the easiest way to ask for them is just to simply say on the phone, hey, is there anybody else who's due for a dental checkup in your house? That's it. And instantly you'll get 20 to 30% more new patients coming through the door on that next visit. Like, it's that easy. Because some people are going to be like, yeah, my husband needs it. Yeah, my kids need it. Yeah, my nephew, whatever, right? And so that's really, really easy to do and train your team on. That's number one. That'd be the first thing that I do. But then internally, when you ask patients, how was your visit today? How did everything go? Oh, it's great. Your team's so great. Great. Well, we love having patients like you in our practice. Without patients like you, we wouldn't be in existence. So thank you so much for telling your friends and family about us, because that's what keeps us here. It means a lot to us. We love patients just like you. That easy. You didn't ask for anything. You thank them. Maybe you give them a little gift. Reciprocity, if you know about that. It's really important. The law of reciprocity. And so whatever it is, you got to have that scripting down. Now, here's the good news. I have the training. I have 2 trainings for this. I have a customer service training, and I have a patient referral training. You might need both. How to ask for patient referrals, how to get more patient referrals, and how to customer service, because they're interlinked, but they're 2 different things. Okay? You can have really good customer service and low patient referrals still because you're not asking properly. You can also, if you have bad customer service, you're probably not going to get patient referrals though. Makes sense. So anyways, if you want these trainings, comment down below. We'll get them to you, and they're free. So thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll till next time.